What's up, guys? That was a pretty cool WrestleMania. I think that the main events especially, were like very good. And I kind of wanted to make this video to explain why I think wrestling fans, at least some of them, tend to be either really overreactive or just rage baiters. Because look, we all like different guys. We all like different wrestling styles at the end of the day. Like, WWE is a company that has to appeal to a general audience. Like, it doesn't appeal to a specific niche, and that's what kind of, like, if I don't like something, it's probably because, like, that's not my niche. But, you know, I can at least appreciate the work of, like, for the most part, you know. I think, like, actually all the matches in both nights, like, the worst match was average, and that's like a very good sign. You guys gotta, like, think about things, let things play out, and stop being, like, crazy, you know. Like, I think Roman winning was a very good decision because, you know, he's honestly deserved, like, at least, like, a little bit of a good babyface run as champ. You know, when he was first being pushed in 2015 and, like, all the way up to, like, 2020 when he, like, first turned heel, a lot of people just were complete assholes, you know. And I do get it. Like, we had, like, 10 years of Super Cena, you know. I mean, I was the part of the John Cena generation, so I can't really give fans crap for that. But, you know, like I said, we're all different ages, races, whatever, you know. We can't, like, just not like each other because we like different wrestlers, you know. That's like an absurd dividing line, you know. In general, like, politics, you know, I don't really consider myself to be either political extreme. Like, I really just think the federal government needs to be abolished because it doesn't adequately represent, like, every single American and what they would want and what kind of things they like, you know. And, like, entertainment, that's why we have so many different stuff, you know, like video games, wrestling, anime, VTubers, or whatever, you know. We all got variety, and we gotta, if anything, we gotta fight to preserve that variety. I mean, in America, there's countries way worse that are, like, ravaged by war, we got, like, kids in Africa mining like rare earth minerals just to eventually, like, give us products, you know. And people should speak out about that, but at the end of the day, we're just, like, we sort of gotta be grateful for the comfort we have, you know. Like, I'm not a Republican, I'm not a Democrat either, really. I'm just a guy, you know. A 27-year-old autistic white guy still live with his parents, and, you know, my mom had, like, a recent medical issue that kind of made me rethink my life, you know. The past 2 months have been, like, a medical, like have honestly probably for, like, my mental health been, like, really bad. I also even told myself, like, at the beginning of the year, 2026 would probably be the year I turn things around. And despite those rough couple months, I think I'm starting to see the fruits of that sort of line of thinking. Like, my mom tried, probably shouldn't say this, you know, but if you're in my family and happen to come across this video, you probably know what happened and what I found. But yeah, like, honestly, like, recently I've tried to, my mom's a very forgiving person, like, probably too forgiving for her own good, you know. And I've probably tried to at least partially take in some of her thinking, you know. Like, with most really piss me off, except for one person, except for one person willing to let bygones be bygones. And the weird thing is, I don't even know, like, the person I hate. Personally, I don't even know the person who crossed me, you know. He's like, lives in Washington State, so, like, and just make clickbait content. You know, at the end of the day, we're all people. You know, you gotta be Black Jesus with a blunt sometimes, not someone who gets angry over minor entertainment stuff.